how the heretics, Jehovah Witnesses, were right about one thing. It's what's your paradise? What are you looking forward to? Because when you were Jehovah Witnesses, we were always looking at all these pictures of paradise. And then when you leave, you don't have a paradise anymore. Because imagine if you're a boat to the sea and you're drifting to the shore, you will hit the shore, but you will not hit the harbor. You need a plan. And as a Jehovah Witnesses, many are happy because for what it's worth, you do have a plan. So what's your paradise? So this is the flash mob of this month, and people sent in some clips. If you want to be in the next month flash mob, the theme will be, what's your paradise? Do you have a drawing? So maybe you noticed that I'm like goats. That is my paradise. And it shouldn't be, I can give you two reasons why you shouldn't be a goat farmer. Number one and number two. They are shitty all the time. Now I'm gonna feed them. Here, go nuts. So today I've been trimming their hoofs, and their hoofs is like a human nail, but there's a shit in, you know, the dirt on a human nail. When it comes to goats, it's not little dirt, it is a tablespoon of E. coli and all these bacteria that want to kill you. And I was cutting their hooves with axe grinder, angle grinder. Then I realized my glasses were completely dusty. So that means also I've been breathing in airborne E. coli the whole day. So whatever you do, don't be a goat farmer. But what's your paradise? I can show you this in a few minutes. I just got to do this.
I find meaning and purpose in the smallest things in life. I know that's a cliche, but bear with me for a moment. See, it goes back to when I first quit the religion and I was completely lost. That whole subject and what to do with my life now, all that was too big. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. I couldn't think about it. So it was pretty much by necessity that I started concentrating on the smaller things, the everyday things, and pretty much consciously finding joy from those things. And it was small things like flowers or kittens or a good cup of coffee in the morning, a good book. And it doesn't matter if it's a small thing, or a fleeting thing. If it gave me a little bit of joy, then I would just take it and appreciate that spark of joy for its own sake. Because we were taught that the only thing that matters is our worship to God and all that work that we did for it. And at least I had to unlearn it. So, and to learn that it's okay to just be human and enjoy the little things, right? And, just build up from there. And I really do believe that from the small things, big things grow. And then eventually down that road, purpose and meaning. But sometimes we have to just start small.
Watchtower would always have these very, very beautiful pictures of paradise. The paradise will change a little while the doctrine change, but they have a picture of paradise, and that's a good thing, because a happy person know in what direction he's going. So my picture of paradise now is not as pretty. I made it myself. It looks like this. Come with me.
Back in the 80s and 90s, I used to write comedy sketches for the BBC, for these sorts of people. But not Roger Daltrey, though. But my greatest wish was to be a more productive writer. I wanted to write songs for a local artist where I lived and was told that my time would be better spent on the ministry. Anyway, since I left in 2001, I've written and had published 5 radio plays and half a dozen short stories. I then began acting and taking the lead in various small productions, musicals and stage plays. And then in 2018 I was asked, and I wrote and directed a musical. Some of the lyrics for this musical were written by an ex-elder who has been a lifelong friend. I've written numerous songs for my channel and a number of sketches where myself and Stuart, another apostate, play the part of witnesses hiding in their bunker during the Great Tribulation. Last November I wrote and appeared in 2 comedy plays for a charity do, managing to get 2 professional TV and movie actors to join me. I love making people laugh. I'm now working on making a short comedy movie next year to put on YouTube. Albeit a little later than I would have liked, I really am living the best life ever.
Are you filming me?
Yeah.
Okay. My picture of my future paradise is not that pretty. It looks like this. I made it myself. However, it is my goal. What's your goal? This is my goal. I'm going to build here. There will be one door for my beautiful wife where she can go in, and then another door where I can go in when I'm dirty. That's what I'm going to build this summer. I was thinking about why were I more productive when I were a Jehovah Witness? And that is because you always have a very concrete goal with what you're doing. When I was a Jehovah Witness, there was this small, chubby, weird boy that became a Jehovah Witness. And then he left. That's a good thing because he's still my friend. And he's a stand-up comedian, and we will do stand-up comedy together. But he will also be on this channel for an interview. So push the new light notification bell, and you will see my friend, and he will tell you how to leave the cult and become a stand-up comedian. Last video for this month flashmob is a sister from Finland telling her story, and that's also an important story.
I love visiting different places in Finland and abroad. I have also visited India and Peru, also Russia. Many countries there I have also preached before, but now I do not have the need to push my religion or thoughts. I can only sit and observe people and nature. I have no pressure of convincing anyone of anything at all. So I have found my peace, and I wish the same for you as well.
Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching to the end. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So if you want to support my work, do that. You can also leave a comment and push a like. It makes me happy. So I do a lot of activism, and not everything is on YouTube, obviously. So we're working with legislation, we're working with politicians. A lot of stuff is happening in Norway. If you would like to help me making a video for the next month flash mob, the theme will be what is your paradise, and it's like a picture of paradise. It's a plan, it could be written down, anything that you are working, what is your goal, because you cannot be drifting at the sea like, oh, I left the cult, but sooner or later I'll reach the shore. You don't want to reach the shore, you want to reach the harbor. That's a big difference. If you want to be happy, if you have some goals, something you want to do, something that you thought you cannot do. You're telling yourself that I can't be big and have muscles. Of course, if you're willing to do that, you can. Everything you can do if you're willing to pay the price. So write it down. What is your paradise? Make a picture, make a list, make anything. Then you make a video, 2 minutes long. It starts with, my name is blah, blah, blah. I give Goatlike personality, copyright to this video. And you send it to me using wheat transfer. And it will be in the next month flash mob. Until then, this is my paradise. I worked hard for it. It's not perfect. Actually, it's full of shit. But I have a plan for that, and that's the new mudroom. So, life's great. It's difficult to leave a cult. Have a plan for your paradise, and send it to me. See you in